close compared to a lot of the other games we've had.
Yeah, I believe their PBs are a couple of minutes apart.
And in NG+, because we mentioned Octavio before, really that can mean a lot closer than a couple minutes.
Yep. All right, and we're off. So it looks like both players are going to be starting with level 3 here with the dualies. The routes are going to be are a bit set. Usually the typical level that we start with is this level.
Yeah.
And we'll see them go in pretty similar routes since they know this category very well.
There is some weapon variety that you can do for each stage, but most runners are going to follow a pretty similar route just because they want to do all the levels of a world that use a single weapon in one big chunk, instead of constantly switching between your weapons.
Yeah, and ooh, it looks like Pink Boomerang hitting the ink column there and falling off. Can't really judge it too much. That's literally what I did in my run too, so...
Yeah, he's probably trying to go for a fast cycle there, but
yeah.
you have to be really precise with it, so that could happen.
Oh.
And a little bit troubles with the box jump as well. But SacredScythe is moving on pretty well.
This level is pretty difficult, because you have to go extremely fast.
Yeah, it's all on a cycle. It's a pretty difficult first level to start out with.
It looks like Scythe finishing with a 1:14. Pretty decent time for a race.
Not bad. Getting your armor broken at the end can be a little bit of a struggle, but made it work.
Yeah, and actually, position, those columns at the end can actually push you off.
Yeah. If you're going to dodge roll on the boost platforms there, you need to make sure you time it well. Because if you go too quickly, you're going to fall off and die, have to redo the section again. But they're going into level 2 now.
Yeah, the level 2 mostly involves these sponges that basically kind of act like sponges. When you put water on them, they expand.
The best thing to do with the sponges is to make sure you're standing on top of them. Because if you stand on top of them, when they inflate, you're going to get put up to where you want to be as quickly as possible, instead of having to climb it from the side. So we're going to see a lot of that from each runner. Yeah,
and we'll see that whenever we encounter sponges in the run too.
Yeah,
that's just the fastest way of traversing them. Definitely interesting mechanic to this game.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to see a lot throughout this run is our most used sub-weapon, curling bombs, because those sub-weapons basically just go in a straight line, making a path of ink. For speedrunning, that is definitely extremely useful. So we're going to see that. We're going to see that sub used.
Yeah,
many times.
We'll definitely see a lot of curling bombs used because in NG+, you don't have to worry about your ink tank anywhere near as much as you would with other categories, so you're more free to use them at any point that you want.
Yeah, all weapons are upgraded, and we have every single bomb. We have a completely upgraded ink tank, so we are pretty OP.
It's no question if you can do it, it's a question of how fast.
That's right. And, Pink Boomerang getting 1:39.
That is actually a very nice time right there.
That's a very good time.
And they are synced up pretty well right now.
And they're they're pretty even right now. Both gonna be heading to level 1 here. This first world doesn't really offer anything too significant, because these levels are pretty optimized. It's just execution, and how fast you can go for the level. Yeah, but if you do everything right, then these levels don't vary by much at all.
No, because World 1 is generally the first world that people will do, this is the thing that people get optimized the fastest. At least from what I've seen.
Yeah, I think the most popular IL level is probably the first, since it's, first and the easiest.
Pink Boomerang even threw out Bomb Crush tactic right there. I don't even do that in my runs. What the heck's happening?
I go for it sometimes. Doesn't always work.
Haven't tried it before. Probably should get on that.
I'd say it doesn't save too much time. I mean, just because people use it in ILs doesn't mean it's the best route to use in full game runs. Unless
Quite
you're,
true.
Yeah,
There's a lot of strategies like
unless
that.
you're really consistent at doing it very well,
Yeah.
which isn't always the case.
Oh, Pink Boomerang has actually had a really nice
See
pace
how-
this entire level, I will say.
Yeah, you can see how the strategies are very similar.
Yeah.
And also because, you know, since it's the beginning levels, the game doesn't really throw a lot at you.
Pink Boomerang with that new record with a 130. That's a very nice time for level 1. SacredScythe not too far behind either.
No, both could be heading to Boss 1 Octo Oven, or first of 4. I like how, one thing I kind of realized is that we mostly use chargers for the bosses, besides
Yeah, we do 4 out of the 5
Shovel
bosses
Knight.
with the charger. The reason that you probably would use charger for most bosses is because most of the bosses you have to climb up to a certain point to hit their weak spot, but the charger just has so much range that it doesn't matter. But the one boss where you do need a lot of damage, the hero shot is amazing for just putting out a ton of damage as quickly as possible.
Yeah, the upgraded charger is charge time and does a lot more damage than a normal charger would.
And it charges so much faster. Oh, Pink Boomerang guessed wrong with where that shower was going, but
You gotta see where Octo Oven spins.
Scythe got it there though.
Because like once you start phase 3, basically Octo Oven will actually like do a spin, and like wherever he spins, the be on the opposite side of where the spin happens.
Yeah. So ideally you want to make sure that you're going to the correct side for that, so that it'll damage boost you and skip that attack.
Yeah, because if you actually break your armor from the shower attack, it'll the attack will immediately like retract, and then continue. Because what normally happens is that shower attack will basically like spin
Yeah.
throughout the arena.
Yeah, it spins through the entire arena trying to get you. It's been so long since I've seen that.
I know. Only seen a casual playthrough. And like, I mean, what's a casual playthrough?
Casual playthrough of Splatoon 2 single player. It's been a while.
Well, this is interesting. It looks like Scythe is actually going to be switching to level 4 now.
Oh yeah, he's going back to a dually stage after doing boss 1 with the charger. It's a bit of an interesting choice, but should keep them pretty close together.
Yeah, I think Scythe said he's not usually using like splits at all. He's just kind of going in with some notes.
Piece of paper.
Piece of paper.
That's the name.
So I think Boomerang's gonna go for the Stingray skip.
Yeah. You gotta... This platform at the end of the stage has a fan on it, and if you hit it with the Stingray, it'll drag it over towards you. Then you can hit a grappling, get over to that point, and then skip a good amount of the level by doing it.
I remember the first time I saw that trick being performed, I was like, how the heck do they do that?
Yeah. So, same for a lot of the tricks in this game. I thought it was impossible, but then you run this category, and
Yep,
it's
and then
certainly within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, and then you practice it, and you're like, oh man.
There you go. you know, Pink Boomerang moving on to level 7. This is the first time we're going to see giant squeegees, which can be a nuisance.
Yeah, Squeegee's behavior are RNG, but they can be manipulated with flame bombs, because Squeegees are attracted to sub-weapons, and like the sub-weapon explosions.
Yeah.
Since like flame bombs go in a straight line, that's
the best thing to do. Generally, bombs will get their attention, but they sometimes just don't listen to you or what you try to do, so they can be a little bit lucky, a little bit annoying.
Yeah, they can still be annoying when you're trying to get their attention.
For sure.
Yeah, because even if you have a decent setup, they're not always going to do what you want them to do. Cough, level 19, cough.
Triple perfect robot lineup. But I think Scythe took a death trying to get one of the jumps, level 5 there.
Oh yeah, that jump that jump is almost kind of blind, a bit tricky to pull off.
You really need to know when's the best time to jump and when the rail is going to give you the most momentum so you can keep going forward.
Yeah, even sometimes I
precise.
fail jump because sometimes I'll just like jump a little too early or a little too late, or sometimes I try to like dodge roll into the line.
Yeah.
Rail, and sometimes that will mess me up. Pink Boomerang with 143, very good time.
That's very nice. Aside for death, Scythe seems to be doing just fine with level 5 right now.
Yeah, the reason why we use dualies a lot is for the dodge roll mechanic.
Dodge rolling midair on a rail can get you a slight boost forward on the rail, so you will see dodge roll boosts all over the place with rail stages.
Yeah, because on these run rails, you move at the same speed whether you're in kid or squid form, and so really the only way to go faster on these rails is to use the dodge roll mechanic.
You got nothing else to do generally on the rails, so you might as well.
Yeah, because it's not like in any
Except for doing that jump right there. That's something you can do on the rail.
Oh, nollie jump.
Nollie jump, that's what it was. But yeah, Scythe is coming back to level 6 now, so after his level 6, I'm pretty sure they're in the same point, unless... I don't think either of them did stage 8 or 9 yet, if I recall correctly.
He seems to be doing the levels in chronological order, besides World 1.
Oh!
They did 4, 5, and now 6.
Yeah. So he hasn't done 7 yet.
Yeah. That was something that we originally thought of doing for the tournament, was to do the levels in chronological order, just to make things...
Yeah.
That really wasn't necessary.
It really wasn't too necessary, and a lot of the top players like me weren't too happy at the introduction of that, so I'm glad that's not a thing.
Yeah, and because like, I thought, it'll be better for viewing, but you can already tell by going in world order.
Yeah.
And
we've got a pretty good idea.
Let runners keep their roots and everything. So this side, you know what, it's fine.
I think Boomerang trying to do some Rolonium boosts there.
Fortunately, wasn't able to get it, but honestly, they are pretty hard to pull off. You basically have to mostly damage the Rolonium and then dodge into them as you're shooting them, and it's extremely precise.
It's like you have to shoot it 2 or 3 times and then shoot it as the exact same time that you roll into it and it pushes you forward. It's really weird.
And then basically, like, the benefit is you get to Polonia, and
You do get launched forward really quickly,
yeah,
so it saves a lot of time if you can pull them off.
They do really help, but since they're hard, sometimes it's not worth it. I don't go for them. I don't even use dualies on this stage because I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna go for the boost anyway, so I just use Hero Shot.
Yeah.
Because it does, it has a, the benefit of using Hero Shot is because it has a little more range than the
A little
dualies.
bit more of a range, a bit more of a fire rate can make all of the difference in a lot of stages. But typically, what the dualies can do is all you really need for a stage, and the dodge rolls do help speed things up. In some cases.
Yeah. Yeah, we're only going to see 3 weapons used in this run, and that's the Hero Shot, Dualies, and Charger.
I remember when there was heavy splatling in this run.
Oh yeah, what was that used for?
It was 24 and 25 way back when.
Oh.
But thankfully, that has been opted out because the Charger is just so much better.
Yeah. I have seen a couple ILs for Splatling in 24.
Ooh, SacredScythe couldn't get onto the giant squeegee there, so gonna have to do a bit of a scramble to hop back on. There we go.
It is kind of weird because like once you release the squeegee, it like immediately starts like going.
Yep.
I'm gonna get right on it.
34 for Pink Boomerang. That is very good. Wow.
Oh, that is a really good time. 34. Pink Boomerang's just crushing it right now.
All of those best on the levels. I'm seeing it. So yeah, I think Pink Boomerang is ahead by a level 9 right now.
Yeah, even though it seems like they're pretty even, Scythe hasn't done level 9.
Yeah. If you're doing World 2 chronologically, this is level 8. Pink Boomerang going for some crazy stuff with the ink furlers, but...
Even the boosts there. The boosts are a little... in my opinion, the boosts on the ink furlers are a little bit easier to pull off than the Willonian boost, but they can still be punishing... Sorry, they can still be a little bit...
I don't go for either of these kinds of boosts, but... newer runners! They certainly like to go for these things, and Pink Boomerang took a death there trying to do one of the boosts. That can happen.
Hey, when you're doing a race, you know, sometimes you just gotta go for the big strats. Go ballistic, go crazy.
Oh, SacredScythe.
Oh no!
That's really unfortunate, where the ink furler came back to bite him because he didn't take care of all the rest of the Octolings yet. Having quite a bit of difficulty. Sometimes you could swim right through that line of Octolings there, but...
That section is a bit weird, because the optimal strat is to basically try to go through that line of enemies without them shooting you, and breaking armor, because breaking armor is extremely dangerous, because you basically are then one hit away from being splatted and being taken back to the previous checkpoint.
You're also really slow when your armor's broken as well.
So yeah, getting your armor broken is very punishing.
It's really bad if you get your armor broken. You really just have to play things safe if that is something that happens to you.
Yeah, you almost kind of have to like retreat and hide.
Yeah.
Then try again, which, you know, takes time.
See, most armor breaks you really don't want to see. There's a few that are useful, but...
Yeah, there are some armor... Especially in some parts if you're like next to a checkpoint, because once you hit it, if you hit a checkpoint when your armor's broken, it will immediately get your armor back.
Yeah. So sometimes if you want to get past the line of enemies, getting your armor broken can actually be pretty useful. But I think Boomerang using, like we were mentioning earlier, the hero shot for this to deal a ton of damage, and then you can use the splat bombs to take down the tentacle a bit quicker.
This boss is kind of funny. You pretty much just like destroy this guy before he can do anything.
This is supposed to be some epic roller battle, but an NG Plus it just gets turned into destroy the lad with a level 3 hero shot.
I mean, honestly, almost with literally any other weapon that he's like an absolute, like, so easy.
Yeah. Going into World 3 now. This is still the difference of one short stage right now. It's anyone's game.
Yeah, they seem to be about a level apart right now. Pretty short level, that is.
Yeah. World 3, a lot of people call World 3 the hardest world in the game, so you never know what could happen.
Yeah, a lot of stuff can happen in World 3. I call it the most consistently hard level.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I'd say World 5 has the...
Yeah, there's...
Every level, like, almost has something that can go wrong.
There are some viciously difficult stages in World 5, but there's also some very easy ones. For no particular reason. The World 3 is just consistently pretty hard.
Yeah. Level 5 has like 23.
23, oh yeah.
But yeah, World 3 is a lot. World 3 is definitely a reset heavy place.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what route you're using, Octavio first or Octavio last, this is always in the middle of your run.
Yeah.
This is a bad place to lose it, but it happens a lot.
Especially if you're doing Octavio first, because you've already done like World 5 and stuff.
Yeah. It's really the last roadblock for that route.
I remember when I first did level 10 in my casual playthrough, and I was actually kind of scared of this level. I just... It was dark, and it was like, ugh.
143 ain't bad.
143, very good time.
Where is he gonna go next? 14, that's the smart decision, doing this level with a hero shot.
I don't think Boomerang does car wash skip.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. But if he does go for it, the brave soul. Oh, definitely do not go for that.
Oh no, not when your armor is broken.
When your armor is broken.
I think he actually was gonna go for it, but then he got his armor broken.
Yeah. If he gets your armor broken, you can't go into those, ink rolls there, or whatever they're called. Because if you do have your armor there, you'll get your armor broken when you go in there and you mash the button to get boosted by them while you have your invincibility.
Yeah, so if your armor is already broken, then you can't do it because you're just gonna instantly die.
Yeah. It uses a damage boost, so that's one place where getting your armor broken can be pretty useful, but it's already gone, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, there wasn't an armor mechanic like this in the first Splatoon game. Definitely a welcome addition.
No, there wasn't. You would just kind of like... It would almost kind of work like multiplayer. If you get like hit a certain amount, you would just splat.
Yeah.
But no, in hero mode, they made it a lot easier by adding a whole mechanic.
Yeah. Quite convenient.
Yeah, and they carried that into Octo expansion as well.
Boomerang is really looking for some dangerous stuff, trying to go through those things quickly without really killing anything in his path. But it's going to pay off at the time he gets on the stage.
Yeah, I love how 14's really been optimized a lot this year.
Yeah.
I've really seen it evolved in like the last couple months.
150. That is very good.
Very good.
I think I've gotten a 150 myself once. Just a single time.
Well, I have 146.
Jeez. 146 is crazy. Anyway, Pink Boomerang.
Yeah, anyway.
Going into level 12.
Yeah, with the bounce pads.
This level's got a cycle that you want to make halfway through the stage. So you get platforms will line up correctly, but not going quite right yet.
Yeah.
We'll see how he works with it. Yeah, he's gonna have to wait for the key.
Yeah. In fact, one interesting thing about running this game is, especially like the levels in this single player, is that there is like actually a lot of cycle-based levels, and there's a lot of different kinds of cycle levels too. There's some that have like global cycles, there's some that have section cycles. There's some that have like little like mini cycles where just platforms are just spinning, and then you just kind of have, sometimes you have to use.
Yeah.
And then there's like some cycles that only activate when you get close to them. So a lot of different kinds we encounter.
Pretty sure this one is a case of a global cycle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 12 is definitely a case of a global cycle.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really... It's not always a matter of like if you're gonna get the cycle or not, it's basically just like what path exactly are you gonna take.
Yeah. You gotta be able to react to what situation you run into.
Yeah.
Scythe going to level 12
right
as well.
pace.
I don't think his level 11 went the greatest, but...
Yeah. Of course, if you go like, fast enough, then the cycles will be the same. But in case you mess up and slow down, you definitely have to like use a little finesse to make sure you're still moving.
Yeah, if you don't get your 114-15 on level 12, you really gotta know what you're doing after that. Because everything's different. Moving on to 15 though, Octolings, they come back.
Yeah, this one is a lot trickier because we now have Octolings with rollers now, which can break your armor instantly.
And that can be very annoying, slow you down.
Yeah, once they break their armor, once they break your armor, they will hunt you down and they will destroy you.
Yeah. Getting your armor broken when you're not close to a Zapfish can be really bad.
Yeah, and also when you die, you'll be sent back to where you spawn.
Not just your last Zapfish. Deaths are pretty punishing even if they're fast stages.
Yeah, even though it is, one of the probably the smaller stages in the game, you'll be back. You'll sent back right where you spawn, and that can waste a lot of time.
Alright, so Pink Boomerang going into what I would consider an infamous stage. 13. Oh boy, this one can be very difficult.
Yeah, and you have a bit of history with this level too, don't you?
Oh, it's been fun. I did take the record down a couple of times, but what they do these days is crazy. I don't understand.
Cock boom noise.
Boom noise. I'm here to take all of your world records, sir.
You're telling me. It has like these drum switches that you shoot and these platforms come out. It does have a lot of pretty cool skips that you can use with the charger.
Yeah.
But it also has these flutter enemies too.
Boomerang falling down because you couldn't get around that flutter. Case of oh, that was very close. Thought he was about to take a death hit. His armor broken.
Yeah, you can see why we don't really like them that much. They can be very annoying.
And then he just hopped into it right there. Oh no.
Yeah, I rest my case.
Yep. These flutters certainly are fun.
No,
And now
because
that you threw them,
they instantly break your armor, and they completely cover your path, cover and block your path.
so once your armor gets broken, it's really hard to escape from the situation.
Yeah. And also, like, one thing that actually makes them worse than direction. So like they're not always going to be attracted to your bombs if you're not looking at them, because like
Yeah.
they can be attracted to your bombs, but if they're not looking in that direction, they're not going to do anything. It's unlike squeegees, who will be more aware of where you are and what you're doing. But like flutters, they can, if they're not looking in your direction, they won't even know what's going on. I hope that makes sense. No.
So when you actually have to go on top of flutters in different categories, I'm pretty sure you have to do that in the stage in all collectibles. It can be really annoying trying to get them to go in a certain way.
In all collectibles, this stage is a nightmare.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm sure you feel it more than me, Mr. Finally bought the Hast Race world record after like a year and a half of that thing holding. Good job, man.
Let's see, when did I think the first submission I ever submitted for Splatoon 2 in general was in all collectibles time.
Yeah.
Last October.
I remember that.
Yeah. That was my very first dive into speedrun at all, I remember. I mean, I did start speedrunning this game about a year ago, but I didn't have recording abilities at the time.
Yeah, I think Boomerang's having a little bit of difficulty getting this. What are they called again?
Yeah, level 11 can be a bit tricky if the strats don't go how you want them to. Because basically, the theme around this level is that these Tentacook enemies hold keys, and once they see you, they will start running away. So the best weapon to use is Charger, so we can just kind of, because we got the long range. So
Charger can pick them off from a distance, but you also have to be careful of the Charger's laser. That can make them run. So you don't put your Charger willy-nilly
like actually be scared by your laser. Oh, Boomerang getting the commando jump. That is amazing. That jump is pretty tricky.
It's really precise because you have to make sure the very corner of that platform is painted if you jump at a precise time. But he actually got it. Good job.
Yeah, and also because like there's this like pole that's right there that you basically have to make sure is inked, like, or at least like the floor under that is inked. You can
swim through the pole, but if you decide your jump is bad, well, you're just going down with the ship. The pole's gonna block you if you try to get back.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Scythe, I am aware at this point that that's two different sections of platform, so you can't just swim up there and expect your Inkling to hop over it, but you take a few tries at it, and then you can't actually get up, and it gets pretty annoying.
One little thing with the ink mechanics is that if you swim up a wall where there's already a little bit, like kind of spread your ink out a little bit, but that will stop if you hit like a separate platform. Like the ink that you're swimming in won't travel up a different platform, pretty much.
Yeah. The ink traveling up on the same platform is actually pretty useful in some areas, just because if you screw up a shot or you didn't get your ink quite high enough, you don't have to go back down, take another shot. You can just push it up a couple of times with just try and swim into it.
Of course, that's really only in a situation where we just had like a little bit more to go, pretty much. Like, if you're still, there are some cases where it might be faster to just get back down and reshoot, so you can travel back.
Yeah.
But
in most cases, if you have to do stuff like that, it's a time loss at that point.
Yeah, but if you just need to, get a little bit more height, just swimming is not a bad backup. I think we're now heading to World 4.
He has had a very, very nice run so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I've been pretty impressed with what he's done so far.
Yeah. I didn't realize Scythe just took that death there. That's pretty sad. I didn't realize how good Pink Boomerang got recently. So I looked at the
Yeah, I think
leaderboards right
he's
before
actually,
this.
like,
He's got a 109 now.
yeah, he recently got a sub 10, which is um,
Sub 110 is the NG plus dream, really.
yeah, and then the dream after that is sub hash rice.
Oh, that one's always a challenge. Took me a year and a half.
Yep. My next goal.
Oh yeah, you got a 107 right now, yeah.
Yep, 1715.
I'm still chilling up on 105. A little boom noise got 104s happen all over. Scythe, heading to the boss World 3 now.
Pink Boomerang has been growing in this category extremely fast and has been very impressive. I think he's one of the newest runners to NG Plus, at least out of everyone in the tournament here. Actually, no, I think Cecile. And Cecile is a little more new to the category.
Yeah.
But I've been very impressed with Pink's fast growth in this category.
For sure. Getting a time that good that quickly, not an easy task.
Scythe on Octostomp here. Octostomp is I'd say he's an interesting boss because we basically have a different strat for every phase, pretty much.
Yeah, there's something different every time.
But it's not like Octo Shower where it's just basically like a rinse repeat every time.
Yeah.
No, so I'd say Octostomp is a little more precise because you basically have to shoot this on his face, and he's constantly moving and kind of wiggling. So you basically have to like shoot like a really fast moving target.
Yeah. I think Pink Boomerang had some difficulties getting the key in that section, looking at his time, but Scythe, on the other side of things, is getting out of World 3 now. Probably going to go to the 4th boss.
Well, he seems to be doing the levels in chronological order, so I think we're...
yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Nailed it.
I'm so used to going to boss 3 to boss 4. You do it in pretty much every route.
That's what Boomerang did, but Scythe is doing his own thing.
And you can do that in this category. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, this is a very flexible category. Scythe gains at level 16 now with bowling balls. Probably is not a big fan of bowling balls. Their hitboxes are really big and the paths are really narrow, and getting hit by them is almost like a guaranteed death if you're in a bad position.
Yeah. Have to be careful with it.
And there's also midway through the level, there is a global cycle
Yeah, you gotta meet this
costs
global
a lot of
cycle.
time if you don't get it.
It's gonna be pretty close for him. I'm not quite sure if he's gonna get it. Definitely no. You gotta get on this platform at a good time. Oh, getting your armor broken, gotta be careful.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those bowling balls. Actually, if you would like approach the platform and it starts going up, you can actually still make the cycle if you just ink up the platform. And
if you ink up slightly, swim up and then just jump.
Yeah, and just jump before the platform goes back down. I call that half fast.
Yeah, it's not quite as fast, but it's still definitely better than completing
it's still definitely better than missing, absolutely.
Oh, that was a nice dodge right there between these two balls that he had to deal with.
Pink Boomerang level 19 now. Here's, I'd say, a level that we both have quite a bit of history on.
Don't you have a 226 in this now?
No, I still have my 227.
Okay. But I know
Yeah.
it's Hydrus and
227.
noise of 224s, jeez.
Yeah. 2027 was a world record for like 3 hours.
Wait, seriously? I was gone for a bit, so I didn't realize I saw Boom Noise get a 226. I didn't even know that.
Oh no, because like since it was so short, it doesn't even appear on the graphs at all.
No, that's so sad.
But it's a really funny story. Because I used to be like really bad. And then I started like learning all the cool strats and everything, you know, with like the bombs and fast cycle and everything. And Boom Noise like had some pretty cool strats as well.
I knew that level could have beaten when I got my 228 for sure. So I certainly made some silly mistakes, but no one used to like that stage. Like, that used to just be a dread for anyone getting to that stage. No one wanted to do it because the
I
squeegees
think
at
it's
the
like
end.
one of the least popular levels in the IL leaderboards aside from 22.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no one likes 22 for that ending.
Draft because I wanted to apply them to NG Plus runs. I actually started getting like really good at them, and I started getting actually pretty close to the world record. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grind out this level, see what happens, and I ended up being world record by a second. And it lasted for 3 hours before Boom got beaten by a second.
That's Boom Noise for you.
Oh yeah, that's what Boom Noise does.
Called out. Anyway, this is the problem. This is why no one likes 19. This ending section.
Yeah, this is why really no one really likes this level, because this final section with squeegees is very RNG dependent.
You gotta pick up a key, then you gotta get back onto the squeegees to get to a different side of it.
Yeah.
So, you have to try to keep the squeegees near you while you're picking up the key on the platform.
Yeah, but...
Or you can just get a perfect triple robot lineup. That works too.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Very.
Yeah, you can use like Autobomb, which can sometimes manipulate the squeegees, but they're not always where you want them to be.
Yeah. Because auto bombs can move towards enemies instead of just blowing up where they stand.
Yeah.
And that moves them slightly.
Yeah, spoiler alert, we're not going to see Autobombs very much.
They have a couple of uses. Not a whole lot, though. Nothing like a Splat Bomb or even close to a Curling Bomb.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Definitely a couple points, though, where an Auto Bomb can certainly be better than a Splat Bomb. But oh well. Scythe going into level 18, which most of it's an auto-scroller. Like, sort of this part right here. Good time to take a sip of water, which I'm going to do right now.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink as well.
That's the spirit of level 18. We'll see the real auto-scroller coming up pretty soon.
Well, don't really take a break at this section, because, I mean, you're just kind of like mashing the B button pretty much.
Yeah, you gotta continue to keep up your boosts. And Pink Boomerang, as we described earlier, that's the half-fast cycle right there, where you climb up the platform, and then still get up there. Not quite the fastest possible.
Yeah, not the fastest, but the Mega Cycle, but still, like, you know, much
still
better.
That saves quite a bit.
Yeah, much better than just missing it.
And then get hit by one of those rollers. I don't even know the exact enemy names for this. It's been too long since I've read the text.
Wait, which enemies?
The balls that were rolling around in level 16.
Bowling balls?
They're bowling balls?
I just call them bowling balls.
I guess that makes sense. But yeah, Scythe is screwing around because that's the auto-scroller with level 18.
Are they like...
There's nothing you need to do there.
No, this is definitely where you can take a break.
Yep.
It's a little nice. There aren't too many big breaks, you know, so
It's nice to
level
have...
18 is it's a nice little chiller.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice chill stage. And it's nice to have one break, especially when you're 45 minutes into your run.
Yeah.
Because you gotta cool down a bit going into your World 5, which can be really stressful if you're doing that route. Otherwise, the stage is like 20 minutes in if you're doing the opposite way. Ooh, trying to use curling bombs to get the Rolonium to go faster. Doesn't always go straight forward though.
Yeah, curling bombs do bounce off walls.
Yeah.
And they do bounce off enemies.
Sometimes they bounce in directions that you would not expect because they clipped an enemy weirdly.
Yeah. And sometimes they can just clip into the ground unexpectedly.
Oh yes!
And sometimes.
It just kinda happens. Oh, almost got hit by that stamp there before he got onto the launch pad. And got out of there.
There's been like some cases where those stamps can actually like knock you off the stage because I have quite a bit bounce back. I just want someone to like make a meme of like the Octo stamps and just like I forget the guy's name, but just like wrestling where it's like you know what I'm talking about?
Got an idea, yeah.
I forget. I don't even know. I don't watch wrestling, so.
Can't say I do either.
But yeah.
It's so unexpected too, because most of the times those stamps are pretty chill. They won't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
But when they do hit you, their knockback is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and then they just kind of like. It's funny. They just kind of like walk up to you very gracefully.
Yep.
Smash their face into you, and then you just get knocked off the stage, and you're just like, well, what?
That is what it is. Yeah, but Scythe's going through 19 now. Everyone, there's 3 different sections that you have to do through the stage, and everyone does it a little bit differently. I've always done middle, left, right, but I'm seeing everyone else these days do left, middle, right in actual order. That doesn't make sense.
The route that I use is middle, right, left.
Yeah, I see that one a lot as well. I don't ever see a whole lot of middle, left, right, though. Darn shame.
I think I used to do middle, left, right, but the right section could be a bit frustrating.
I find the left one, especially trying to land that auto bomb without having to pause, is the reason I like to go for it first, but...
You got pretty consistent in that strat, so that's kind of why I didn't really see it as a big roadblock anymore.
I guess I could probably change to middle, left, right, then... Or middle, right, left, just because it's been a while since that strat came out, and that's when I rerouted. It doesn't matter which way you do in the slightest, it's really rough.
No, of course not.
I don't think Boomerang actually fighting enemies in the auto-scroller section? Madness. You could just chill in the sponge and do nothing.
Don't know how much... don't have anything better to do.
Yeah. Well, if you need an extended water break, the left sponge is waiting for you.
Well, I mean, it's... The auto-scroller lasts for about a minute, so...
Yeah.
You drinking water for that entire minute?
Oh yeah, gotta stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated, gamers.
Ooh, new record for the stage. 221, that's pretty good.
Just killing it.
He might want to even consider doing an Octavio after this run. It seems like he's definitely been on a nice pace.
Yeah, and I think his PB too, he had like a really bad Octavio.
Oh wow.
But it didn't matter because since he was so ahead.
Yeah. I haven't had a run in such a long time where it's been a really bad Octavio. Ever since getting a 420 Octavio, being so close to the old world record. I'm just focused on, okay, gotta make sure I have a sub 5 Octavio and do the run.
Yep.
Ring is in. Oh, yeah, he got hit. Saw that
sniped.
one. If you get your armor broken while you're going down there, there's no place to repair it until it comes back automatically. So taking the safety there, that's a good decision.
And those SacredScythes can be pretty annoying. They're a lot more accurate.
They're really accurate, and they're going to leave large trails of ink, so they can definitely get in the way.
You know, actual, like, prison multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like, this is every multiplayer's worst nightmare. Playing Moray Towers with good snipers.
Yeah. Of course, if they're going to pull out Octa snipers, they have to do it on Moray
Moray Towers, yeah.
Just to remind us.
The developers knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
They learned from Splatoon 1. They knew exactly.
And then Pink Boomerang is heading into World 5. And then Scythe, I think, has a couple more levels left in World 4 right now. If he's doing them chronologically.
Yeah, I think he just got...
They're two pretty fast ones.
Yeah, I think he just got, Octavio shower.
Yeah.
Which are two pretty short levels, so...
It's not out of this one quite yet.
No, definitely not. I think we're waiting on 23, another very grind level.
Most of this level was spent just doing dodge rolls on rails.
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna take a damage boost through there. Alright. That was a pretty ballsy dodge roll that he did there to get up on that. Because if you dodge roll over air in this game, it will shoot you straight down, right to the void. So you really want to make sure you're either above a rail or close to it, so you won't just fall down. So doing jumps across rails like that can be really sketchy.
SacredScythe has actually missed the Zap Fish, I believe.
Oh, that would actually.
Oh yeah, he's trying to find out which one is it.
He's trying to figure out. I think it's the one in the center to the right. Yeah. Oh, I think he saw it and fell down. Yeah, he should definitely see it now, though.
That's the, oh yeah, it's the one on your left.
Yeah.
At the bottom. That's definitely gotta be the worst. Just like missing a Zap Fish and not even realizing it.
Pink Boomerang getting another record for his stage. Wow.
I mean, that guy's on a roll.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a great run for him. 27. I actually did some work in this stage myself today. Finally got a 39. Let's see what Pink Boomerang has up to the table.
Oh, you got 39?
Yeah. I just probably didn't get verified yet, but I got it a few hours ago. Because I've been stuck at a 42 here for the longest time.
I know what I need to do.
I mean, the world record's still 37. It's nothing too crazy. Oh, he picked up that Zapfish right as his armor got broken, making that very close. There's some strategies to do this level really consistently without actually picking up an armor drop, but the armor is still safer, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. Another thing is, each Zapfish does kind of resemble a checkpoint. It's not like a matter of like where you spawn if you die, but basically if you do die, you don't have to like collect that Zapfish again if you've already collected.
Yeah, it'll save that kind of progress, but if you do die, you're going back to where you started the stage.
Yeah, and they do give your armor back if you lose it.
Yep.
I believe Pink Boomerang is in level 22 though. Yep, this is one of the hardest levels in the game.
This level, if it doesn't go well for you, you can lose minutes here. It can be really, really bad.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that can go wrong. I'm probably going to use this phrase many times this tournament, but 22 is pretty much the epitome of everything we don't like in this game.
Yep. A large random fight section, giant squeegee while you're getting mowed down at the end. It's a grand old time.
Oh yeah.
And then Tentacooks that if you don't land your shots on them, you can lose an absurd amount of time. So
yeah.
Everything bad about this single player experience for speedrunners, it's all here.
Oh yeah.
Except for Octavio RNG. If Octavio RNG was in 2 stages, we'd have a problem.
Just like one level that basically is just like 22, but then ends with Octavio.
Oh no!
That would definitely automatically be the worst level ever.
That's a nightmare stage. Yeah. The guy with the shield that he's trying to deal with there can be pretty big pain, but he took it out pretty nicely.
Yeah.
You gotta shoot over the shield to hit him in the head.
Over the shield. You can't like shoot over the shield if you're on the right angle.
Yeah. If you want to shoot over the shield, you have to be at a right distance, so the fall-off damage hits it.
Yeah.
Is Pink Boomerang going into this without getting his... Oh no.
Okay, I think I'm gonna say this now. As you've been watching my runs, a lot of his... Because especially the strat that he just did with throwing the bombs and then using the curling bombs for the squeegee section. That's almost exactly what I use, and I don't see many other people do that.
Yeah.
Someone's been watching my run.
I know, personally, I like to use Inkstorm there, then go to the middle. Bait with an auto bomb.
At the beginning of the section, there is an Inkstorm to the right.
Yeah. Neither picked it up. They both just went for curling bombs and auto bombs. That is a daring, risky move, but it looks like it worked out nicely for both of them.
Yeah, it does work out if, the squeegees, cooperate.
If they cooperate. They don't always.
They always do.
Oh, big Boomerang, that ball was... The bowling ball was very close to hitting him.
Gosh, skills. And he doesn't even have the dualies.
Yeah. No good way to avoid things like that.
Yeah.
Pulled it off.
This is another bowling ball heavy level. In my opinion, not as bad as the previous level with bowling balls.
No, definitely not, but there could still definitely be problems with the bowling balls, especially if you get off cycle.
Yeah, still quite a few things that can go wrong. It's kind of mixed with level 13 a bit, with the drums and the platforms.
Yeah. I don't know what these large bowling balls, their cycles are like. I don't remember if they're global. It might just be the section.
I think it's just a sectional cycle.
Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, just swam through, but there he goes.
There you go.
Now, I'm pretty sure he's just got 2 stages left. The Turger ones. Everyone's favorite stages.
Yeah, and these 2 Charger levels are definitely some bangers here.
Yeah. 24. For a while, I used to call the hardest stage in the game, and he's going for crazy difficult strats. Oh no!
Oh, he's definitely... Somebody go for the strats here. Oh, very good.
Almost lost that. Oh no, I don't think
this level
No.
really tests. Oh no, he didn't ink the platform.
he didn't ink the platform. I saw that. Yep.
Yeah, too much adrenaline.
He was truly pulling out the fastest of strats there, and if he pulled it off, he would have been able to get a very nice time.
Also because
but-
he almost barely made the previous platform. I don't think he had enough time to ink the two platforms.
Yeah, I think he missed one of the shots trying to get the platform, but he did not have time to get another one to recover it.
Yeah, I think that's what happened there.
Oh no, he fell off the block as he was shooting the sponge. No!
This level really tests your ability with the charger, because there are some very precise shots.
He should be okay now.
Yeah, and also because if you miss a lot of time.
Let's see what he goes for here. He's being safe and sensible. There's a strat that you can do using the left pillar there. If you get on it at a proper time, it'll launch you up. And
Scythe making it very similar to what Boomerang did.
Yep. It's a difficult stage. I used to call it the hardest stage in the game with a reason.
Yeah, I remember I used to struggle a lot with this level too. It is. I do think I've gotten a little more consistent.
Yeah, I could certainly agree to that, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of trouble with the switches at the end.
Yeah, especially since it's toward the end of the game. You know, it can be a pretty big choke.
Your nerves can certainly kick in when you're at this point.
You just start to get a little shaky, and then you miss some of the shots.
Yeah. Oh, careful! Ooh.
Actually, oh no, Scythe got a rip.
Wait, he got a. Oh, jeez.
3 times.
Engine.
Ooh,
That's really bad because it takes you out of the stage entirely. Your checkpoint progress is gone.
If you splat 3 times in a section, you will basically get a game over and get kicked out of the level and have to do it over again. With every checkpoint you hit, you do get a life back, but I think he just unfortunately struggled too much in one section.
Yeah, if you struggle too much in one section, there's no way to get those lives back to another checkpoint. So, stuff like that can happen. Oh, and he's going for some dangerous stuff there again, but he got a little bit of ink on the platform to boost his way up.
Yeah, 25 here. Pretty sure the last level for Boomerang. This one is a very platform-esque level.
Oh, he almost got shot off there.
Almost got shot off, but he caught the edge.
Barely caught the edge.
That's quick moment.
Very close. Oh, he's got to be careful. If you're shooting up at those switches there, you don't know where the ground is under your feet, so...
Yeah, because the floor is always moving.
Yep.
And there's a lot of gaps, so definitely gotta be careful. Pick Boomerang is wasting no time. Going through this level with ease.
He's trying to get the best possible cycle that he can get with it. There is a faster one for that, but overall, that was definitely not bad.
In this final section, you basically have to stand on a platform and shoot these drums. I just call them drums. That are basically moving this platform.
And there you go. 104.10.
That is a pretty good time.
That is a pretty good time.
That's very well done by Pink Boomerang. There was a lot of good stuff in that run.
That was certainly quite something.
I'll see if we can get Pink in here for a post-game interview.
Seems like he already is in here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, Pink Boomerang.
Hello.
So how do you think that run went?
Well, beginning was a little rusty. There were a lot of mistakes that I really shouldn't have made. A few strats that usually I'm pretty consistent at that I just failed. A few deaths, especially in World 2. Boss 4, I know I screwed up a lot. I lost like 14 seconds there, something like that. But generally, World 3, World 4, I kind of brought it back. I did pretty well there. And a few hiccups at the end there, but not bad overall.
You got a lot of level PBs in that run, especially in World 3.
Did. That's actually kind of surprising.
Very job well done.
Thank you.
That was pretty impressive. So what do you go? What is your goal in this tournament in Boomerang? Where you hope to be?
I know I'm not gonna win. I know that for sure. I'm gonna try my best, but we'll see. Obviously, just basically, I just want to improve. That's I mean that's the overall goal for a lot of people here. But me especially, I'm pretty high up on the leaderboard. I'd like to take some people down and raise myself up.
Going for the #Rice pop.
I don't know about that one, but I'll try and bop Thunder for sure. If I can bop #Rice, that'd be nice. We've still got a long way to go there.
Yeah, and you've really come a long way with a short amount of time.
Yeah, I've grinded a lot of levels out recently, which is definitely helping me here.
Yeah, grinding specific levels can really help out.
ILs are probably the best way to practice for NG+.
The run. Yeah, every like keep in mind, like every stage here is gonna be the fastest, you know, as humanly possible. You know, every stage is gonna be the fastest you will ever see each stage.
Yep. Typically, that would be the end of the run for Scythe, but chronological level order.
No, still got 2 levels left.
2 levels to go.
We're gonna let Scythe keep going. Oh, I
Yeah,
just
for
realized.
sure.
Yeah. I got I marked. I think Boomerang is the winner because he won.
Oh yeah!
Look at that. Crazy.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So anyway, looking towards the future, right now we don't have any scheduled matches, but we are working on trying to schedule more because because this has been the last match of round 1 in the winners bracket. So for losers round 1, the matches we have coming up are Yumoy versus Cecile Go 3 and Magic 8 Ball. Then on winners bracket we have me versus Ian.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you better be ready.
oh, I've been practicing. Let me tell
That's
you.
gonna be a good match.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, so I will see you on the battlefield very soon.
Oh yeah, Scythe. Good luck with boom noise.
No,
That's
Pink
gonna be-
Boomerang.
I'm going up against Boomerang.
Oh, sorry, got that mixed up.
I won actually, believe it or not.
No way!
No way.
I'm just looking at Scythe's screen and said the name. I'm sorry, but yeah, boom noise is good. Good luck with
Yeah,
that.
he's world record holder, so
He's world record holder. But
I mean he's only 7 spots above me on the leaderboard.
And like, you know,
Come
he
back
also
at the
has the
century.
world record for like 20 levels.
Yeah.
I have one. Boss one, and so do like 15 other people.
Yeah, that's like a
I-
12-person tie right there.
I got it 5th there, and I thought I was special. And then I see that it's now like 12 plus or more have a tied record there. And it's just oh.
I still have a 111 on boss 1.
Yeah, you gotta land every shot perfectly to
Yeah.
actually do it. But
You pretty much have to like shoot the tentacle like just as it like appears.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can get a strong finish. And so he's killing Octalanes, a little safe.
And Scythe is here.
Uh,
As we are watching you.
Yeah, we are watching you finish your run right now.
yes.
Of the massive delay.
Oh yeah.
So
I
it's
finished.
like
I finished
think
with a new record.
very nice. I think they run wet scythe.
Well, there was a lot of things. Like there was a lot of things that happened that I could have easily avoided, but I just panicked. Like there's some places I died that I've never even died before. So it was kind of crazy.
Yeah. The adrenaline kind of hits you. I definitely know that now.
Yeah, especially for my first tournament race ever.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
It was like
been the reason.
my heart's been pounding like the entire time.
Yeah, I had a similar situation in my match too. I just started like choking and dying in places I've never.
I would say the
Yeah.
same.
But yeah.
Made some kind of bad mistakes.
Could we talk about the completely getting just game overed in 24? Lost all your lives.
Yes.
You
that.
game overed in 24. That is not good.
It's 24. It can happen, but
Yeah, I mean, 24
Oh.
is honestly like the hardest level in the game.
Yeah,
24. I was going. I think. I wasn't going for the strat I thought I was. I got it literally the whole level first try after I game overed. But I think I was making it harder for myself the way I was doing it.
yeah.
Like there was definitely a safer way to do what I was trying to do. Also, World 4 Zapfish level.
Yeah,
I missed a Zapfish,
you
and
missed
I
a
didn't.
Zapfish on the
I-
bottom part of the section. Yep.
I didn't notice. It just didn't click. I was just like, oh, you just barely have to
Oh,
touch
yeah.
it. You know, I probably got it. And then when I got that last one, and there was like one left, I was like, oh my god. And then I just killed myself immediately in case it was near the start, but it was not.
That's what that was.
Yeah, just like missing the Zapfish. And
Yeah.
You know. And then you just like end, and then you think you end the, then like it says you got one more to go, and you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah. Had that one
Wait.
happen.
It's like you're joking, right?
What did they do
Is
wrong?
the game broken or something?
Nintendo.
Nintendo, please.
All right, so that just about wraps up this match. So thank you, runners, for
Job, guys.
joining this tournament.
Yeah. I mean, I was only like 6 minutes off. It was pretty close. The funny thing is, even with all the mess ups, like for the entire run, if I just had like a decent World 5, I could have like legitimately PB'd with Octavio.
Yeah.
I only have like a 114, so without the World 5 mess ups, I would have legitimately PB'd with Octavio.
Yeah, if you didn't game over in 24, you did an Octavio.
Yeah. That
Same thing to
24 really hurt.
Too. Like, you
I don't-
probably, if you made a World 5 was a little bit cleaner, you probably could have done an Octavio after. Maybe even a
Oh.
108.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so you definitely got a lot of room for it.
But the thing is, like, I made a mistake probably in like in most of the levels. And the thing about that is, I know my PB is fairly easy to beat, it was just like all the adrenaline and the panic. I felt so
matches for everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was super nervous at the beginning there, which is why I made a lot of mistakes I don't usually make.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
My World 1 I felt like was really good. Like that felt like the best World 1 I've done ever.
I feel like round 1 has just kind of been like almost a warm up for everyone, pretty much.
Yeah. Talk
Yeah,
about my World Up where I died 3 times, one of them being stick drift.
Yeah, oh, good thing my mic was like muted for everything and stuff, because like it has to be and stuff. But
Yeah.
my stick was drifting in one of the levels, so I just started like right after that level I was just blowing on the stick and like jamming it all around. I was like, please stop. Not now.
If your mic is on here, it's like, come on.
Oh, were you already doing bad? Basically, that's how it felt.
I can see that similar effect. Oh.
I need new Joy-Cons so badly. Yeah, it's just like it was probably like I think it was a couple levels before Octo Shower. It was like drifting, and it wasn't that noticeable, but I could tell, and I was like, "Oh God, it's only gonna get worse. I need to do something."
Yeah.
Started like
Use
ending.
Joy-Cons to speedrun Splatoon 2. When's the last
Yeah.
time I've seen this?
Imagine, just imagine. I use GameCube.
I use the N64 controller.
Motion control GameCube.
I use Wii Remote motion control.
There we go.
Wii Remote and nunchuck.
Oh man, Splatoon, Skyward Sword.
That's what we're playing now.
No, okay.
Raise your charger skyward.
Okay, well, anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. Big thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting this tournament. Everyone there is amazing. And thank you, runners, for being here. Thank you, Ian, for commentating with. And I will see you very soon.
Oh boy. Your run was a minute and a half better than mine. I need to think about it now.
Boomerang's run is like 5 minutes better than mine.
Boomerang's is only like a minute 30 behind mine.
Keep in mind, my tournament time was about a minute and a half better than yours. So
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
I'm coming for you.
Oh no. Thankfully, I did a practice against my 101-18 Octavio with splits, and I was minus 50 until I choked World 4. But the practice has been coming back.
And I still have a lot of room for improvement. Lots of room. Anyway, before we start making death threats,
Please wrap this up now.
Bye, everyone.
Yep.
Bye.
Everyone.
I'm a head out.